Welcome you all for this session. So in this session I am going to do the explicit dynamic analysis of a torsional test specimen by using a John Cook strength material model. Okay, drag and drop the explicit dynamics, go to engineering data, double click it and select engineering data sources. And select explicit material, then you will be having a predefined material model available in the ANSYS library. Here I am going to choose steel model. Steel 1006 model. So this is predefined in the library. You can verify that there is a John Cook strength model, material model available in this. So I am going to add it for my analysis. Okay, just to click the plus button and close the engineering data, and you have to import the model. Import geometry, browse. So geometry testing, I am opening that model. Right click the model and edit. Okay, so after importing the model, you should assign the material property that we have already selected in the engineering data. For that, select this geometry and go to assignment and choose steel 1006. Okay, to apply the boundary condition, we need to create a coordinate system at the two sides. Insert, right click insert coordinate system and select this face and choose one is Cartesian coordinate system. Apply it. By default it will automatically take the middle of the first section. And second coordinate system, create as a cylindrical coordinate system and select this face and apply it. Change this to Z. Okay, the axis should be in Z direction. Okay, so this is your cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, and right click the mesh and generate the mesh. Okay, if you want to go with the fine mesh, so let me take 1440. Okay, insert, sizing, select the geometry, choose as body, apply it. So element size we will take it as, let us do with 5 mm mesh. Somehow it is a coarse mesh, so we can go with 2 mm size. Okay, so now it is a uniform mesh with the number of nodes as 7504 and 6732 elements. Okay, so now we have to define the explicit dynamic analysis. So go with analysis settings, define only the end time, that is 0.001 second, and right click insert fixed support and select as a face and select these two faces as fixed faces and right click insert displacement and select this face and apply and change this coordinate system to system number 2 and you should apply in terms of in Y component. So let me choose around 1200 degrees. Okay, so it will be in degrees. Okay, just I am twisting in this area. Okay, so now select insert stress equivalent von Mises stress, strain equivalent, or you can choose with the equivalent plastic strain also. Okay, right click and solve it. Okay, after solving this, it will take some time. After solving it, you can verify the solver output by clicking the solution information, and if you wanted to see the energy conservation, almost you will getting like this graph. Okay, so this will be the violet color is the total energy of the system, and the green color is the total work done. Okay, so how much percentage of energy error is calculated for this total analysis also mentioned in the red color. It should be almost like a straight line, but in our analysis it is slightly goes upward while completing the analysis cycles. So to avoid this energy error, you can verify the mesh sizes once again. You can go with again a minimum number of element sizes. That means here I have mentioned 2 mm as my element size. You can modify this with 1 mm element size and see how the energy is absorbed and how the energy error is getting reduced. Okay, so now we can verify the stress result. So this will be your maximum stresses, and we can go with the end of the analysis time, retrieve this result. See, almost the element is distorted here. Okay, so I have applied around 1200 degree. That means one full rotation need a 360 degree revolution, right? So here I have rotated this phase around 4 revolutions. So that is why I am getting this result. If you wanted to change the displacement in Y degree, you can change it to 2000 degree or 3600 degree, that is 10 revolution also. You can verify the results how the stresses are getting incorporated in the breaking region. Okay, similarly you can verify the plastic strain also. Okay, if you expand this result, you can verify the graph, or if you go with the equivalent stresses. So let us, this will be our yield strength of the material around 590 555 megapascal. Okay, after that it slowly distorted. Okay, if you want you can check with 20 frames per second. Okay, so let us animate this. See, okay, 20 frames per 2 seconds. Okay, let us reduce the speed. Okay, so how the element is distorted here. Okay, okay, so you have to go with minimum number of element sizes. Let us take it a snapshot here. Okay, if you wanted to change your geometrical dimensions, you can change it, or you can create your own geometry and apply the same boundary conditions and same method. Okay, then verify the results. Okay, okay, that's all for explicit dynamic analysis of rotating test. It is a kind of a torsional testing. Okay, thank you. If you like this video, you please just share this to your friends, so it will be really helpful. Thank you.